Wayne Simmonds strikes oil late. Flyers come away with a 2-1 victory this afternoon against the Edmonton Oilers. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Quinn, and welcome back to the channel. For those who did catch me on YouTube this afternoon, I did do a live reaction to the game. You saw my reaction to the Flyers winning the game on Wayne Simmonds' late goal. The Flyers do come away with a 2-1 victory this afternoon against the Edmonton Oilers. Two of my favorite teams are playing. The Flyers being my favorite team, and the Oilers being my Canadian team that I like. So either way, I would have been happy, but I'm very happy that the Flyers won. The Flyers come away with a 2-1 victory. A very tight, checky game. Not a lot of mistakes either way. The Flyers did play very sloppy in the second period, which would lead to Edmonton's goal. But very, very tight checking, and it's evident in the stats of how tight this game was. The Flyers in the last three games have held teams to just 3 goals. So I mean, it's pretty amazing how they're playing wonderful. I mean, the offense has been there. They're more, but if teams are checking the Flyers, basically their offense is coming off the rush and able to score off the rush. So that's how they've been able to get things done. But when teams are tight checking the Flyers, you're going to get games like tonight and like the other night where they lost 1-0, and you get games like this afternoon where they won 2-1. But the Flyers do come away with a victory against the Edmonton Oilers. As Wayne Simmonds, like I said, strikes late in the game with a goal. Let's get into the game. Flyers would strike first on the power play, no less, as Claude Giroux would get the puck in the slot and able to wrist it past Cam Talbot to give the Flyers a 1-0 lead. They would hold that 1-0 lead going into the second period. That's when Edmonton would capitalize on the Flyers playing sloppy hockey. And Patrick Maroon is able to get the puck past Brian Elliott, who got the start this afternoon. I thought they would go with Michael Neuwirth and Terry DeHaan, but Brian Elliott played fantastic in this game, stopping making 23 saves on 24 shots. So Brian Elliott, we've got a good goaltending tandem. If the Flyers are playing very good defensively, and you're not noticing mistakes by the defense, like Andrew McDonald's played well. Robert Haig and, like I said before, Robert Haig and Shane Gottisbehere together as a defensive pair is so great. Robert Haig reminds my dad of Brad Marsh, where when he's out on the ice, nothing happens, which is a good thing. Nothing happens when Robert Haig is out on the ice. Gottisbehere, it frees up Ghost to go off and do the things he does, and it was evident in the Flyers' first goal as he was able to create that play for Claude Giroux. So the Flyers, so the defense is being there, and they've been playing solid. Everybody, we're rolling 4 lines, we're playing solid, and the defense has been there, and we're getting good goaltending. But get back into the game here. Edmonton's able to tie it up on Patrick Maroon's goal. We go into the third period, very tight checking, a lot of icings in this game, not a lot of breaks. Just like the other night, the game kind of moved fast. 2.5 hours running time with the commercial breaks and with the intermissions. I mean, so it was a fast moving game with about almost 2 minutes left in the period. Valtteri Filppula gets a pass from Jiri Lehtera. Filppula slings it over to Wayne Simmonds, and choo-choo! All aboard the Wayne train as Wayne Simmonds pots the puck past Cam Talbot to give the Flyers a 2-1 lead, and they would hold that lead, and the Flyers come away with a 2-1 victory this afternoon against the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers are struggling, man. They are 2-5 in their first 7 games, and it's time to start panic out in Edmonton. But the Flyers, for their first 8 games, they're, what can you say? They're 5 wins. I can't. 5-3. If their first 9 games, I want to say 5-3-1. Hey, I'll take it. Or 5-2-1. I'll take it, man. First 8 games, the Flyers are playing very, very well. They're playing very solid hockey. Just got to carry the momentum coming into the Tuesday night's game. But let's get into the stats for this afternoon's game. Like I said, very tight checking hockey game this afternoon. That's going to be the call on most of this, but your stats: shots on goal, 24 for the Oilers, 24 for the Flyers. So the Flyers and the Oilers were even on that part. with shots. Face-off percentage, 44% for the Oilers and 56% for the Flyers. The Flyers are a very good face-off team. That is where they're getting their generation of chances. They are winning the draws, which is what you're going to need, especially in the offensive zone. You're going to need to win draws, especially on the power play. Speaking of the power play, the Oilers went 0 for 3. This is where the Flyers shine today. They held the Oilers power play off the boards, and the Flyers were able to connect 1 for 2 for 50%. So the Flyers are doing wonderful. They're doing okay on the power play. Last time I checked, I think they were 7th or 8th in the league on the power play, which isn't too bad. Penalties a minute, 6 for the Oilers, 6 for the Flyers, so pretty much evened out. There was a 4-on-3 power play there for the Oilers at one point. Giveaways, 5 for the Oilers and 2 for the Flyers. Like I said, very tight checking game. Not a lot of giveaways, not a lot of moves. So both teams, the Flyers did play sloppy in the second period. They gave a lot of odd man rushes in that period. And your goal scorers, Patrick Maroon for the Oilers and Claude Giroux for the Flyers and Wayne Simmonds for the Flyers, as the Flyers come away with a 2-1 victory this afternoon. Can't be too upset with this team. This team has been playing very well, and it's like I said last video, is that it's nice to be playing solid hockey and not digging ourselves out of a hole like we've had to in the past 3 or 4 years. We've dug ourselves a hole, and we've had to climb out and just scratch and claw to play better hockey. But it's nice to play hockey right now. Nice to play solid defensive hockey, rolling all 4 lines and getting defensive play and getting good goaltending. That is what's causing this little run we're on. And it helps that other teams that are supposed to be, teams that are supposed to be good, they're struggling. Like Edmonton. Edmonton was supposed to be a powerhouse this year, and they're struggling this year. So if we can capitalize on that kind of stuff, I'm very happy. I'm very excited about that. But so the Flyers do come away with a 2-1 victory this afternoon against the Edmonton Oilers. 2 days off. They're off Sunday and Monday. Right back at it Tuesday night as the Anaheim Ducks come to town. We're finishing up the season series with the Anaheim Ducks. The last time the two teams played was a couple of weeks ago, as the Flyers were able to win that game in overtime. The Ducks coming into town, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock for those who live on the left coast. That game will be on NBC Sports Philadelphia for those who live in the Philadelphia area, as the Anaheim Ducks come to town and take on your Philadelphia Flyers. Just got to continue to roll. Just got to continue to play solid hockey. My friends, good afternoon and good hockey.